Here are 10 of my biggest lessons of the past 10 years of self-improvement and seeking discomfort. Transforming myself from the shyest kid in the classroom, broke family, small town in Czech Republic, to becoming a digital nomad who's traveling the world. I'm 23 now, I started when I was 13 very early. Now I've been able to go to 15, 16 plus countries, basically just by myself. You know, I didn't get daddy's money, I didn't get family money, I didn't inherit anything. I created all of this by myself. Here we go. Lesson number 1 is that your biggest gift is on the other side of your biggest challenge. Stop searching for an easy passion or something that's gonna click for you, but go after that biggest challenge, that biggest fear you have. And on the other side of that, that's where you will find your gift and your passion. For me, it was social anxiety, and when I finally decided that I'm going to face my social anxiety head on, I started overcoming it, started building my confidence. That's when I discovered my passion for a human connection and my gift for speaking and having deep, heart-to-heart conversations which change people's lives. Lesson number 2 is take responsibility. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. You have to fix it. Nobody else is coming to save you. Nobody else really cares, but you have to fix your life. You have to change your life. So stop blaming everything outside and take the responsibility yourself. When I was being bullied in school, and I was blaming all the other, oh, the school is bad, people that are bullying me are bad, which is true, but that didn't help me change. But what did help me change? I said, yes, I am shy, I am weak. It's my responsibility to fix it. I need to become strong, I need to become confident. And when I finally made that mindset shift, that's when I was able to change my behavior. Lesson number 3 is to feed your mind. Feed your mind with positive and constructive ideas, and that's the important part. We always feed our mind. We live in the world of information overflow. There's always something that we're consuming, but a lot of the times it's either negative or just entertaining, or it's not really constructive. It's not helping you how to change your life. So, consume and feed your mind with constructive and positive ideas. And bonus step, not just feed your mind, but also make sure that you're applying it. Again, an example from my life, what I did is I googled how to be happy. I googled how to be confident. I started learning about psychology. I started learning about neuroscience. I started learning about mindset tricks. And here's the key. I actually went out and did it. I started waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning going for a run. I did go and try to introduce myself to girls on the bus. I did go and give away things to strangers in order to improve my confidence and my communication. So learn, but also go out there and apply it. Lesson number 4, change your habits. Our life is a long process, right? Over the couple of years, over decades, you can do a lot, but here's really what matters. What you do every single day. Or almost every single day, right? Nobody's perfect. No, it's not like you have a perfect routine or perfect habits every single day. But if you're only watching videos, scrolling on TikTok or going on YouTube every single day, only consuming and only having bad habits, that's gonna compound and create a very bad and unfulfilled life. However, if you go and you change your daily habits, that's what's going to compound and build up an absolutely amazing life. So like I already mentioned, I changed my habits to go for a run in the morning instead of being on my phone. I changed my habits to try and create instead of just consume. I changed my habits to learn something positive and constructive instead of just consuming something that's entertaining to distract myself, right? So change your habits. Lesson number 5 is to celebrate the small wins. We can get caught up into setting goals and this thing I want to accomplish, this thing I want to accomplish, what's the next level, what's the next level? And let me tell you, if you don't get into the habit of celebrating small wins, you will not be happy with the big wins. When I was finally able to quit my job, after years of working on my business, after years of countless hours of working, I sat there on the beach and I said, is that it? Am I like a digital nomad now? I quit my job? Is this it? It didn't feel extraordinary, even after 2.5 years of super hard work. But I was able to go out and celebrate because I was already in the habit of celebrating every single improvement along the way, whether that's just being able to go around for the first time, or whether that's speaking to the girl on the bus for the first time, or whether it's making your first video or making your first sale. Whatever it is, celebrate the small wins, and that's gonna lead into you can actually celebrate the big wins in a big way as well. Lesson number 6 is to work on your confidence. Consciously work on your confidence. And this means, do what I call leveled exposure therapy. And if you're super shy and you cannot speak to people almost at all, you might want to start speaking to people on social media. You might want to start just waving at people or just saying hello to people, not really starting conversations, but as you level up, you want to really practice the art of communication, which is another lesson that I'm going to get into a little bit later, but really practice your confidence, your body posture, how you carry yourself, and how much you believe in yourself, how much faith you have that you will be able to figure it out. Really consciously work on it. Lesson number 7 is to this is a good one. Use your body to fight the fear. So many times we get into, I want to overcome this fear, or this is holding me back. I'm going to fight it with my mind. I'm going to think myself that. Never going to work. This is a lesson that I learned early on when I was around 15, when I was introducing myself to girls on the bus on my way to school, right? And what I found out that I would be stuck there and I would start shaking, and I would never be able to go out there and speak to the girl. And I would try to think myself that, I would try to say to myself, no, it's going to be okay, she's not going to reject you, you're going to do good. But my mind would always win. So what I did is, a little bit later, I was fed up with always failing, but I discovered that if I sitting there like this and shaking, I'm not going to do it. But if I put my shoulders back, take a deep breath, smile, and then added my mind, like I can do this, and hype myself up, I actually stood up and I walked over to the girl and voila, I made it and I overcame my fear. So fight the fear with your body first. Lesson number 8 is to live more in your body to have more inner peace. We tend to overthink, we tend to have anxiety about the past or the future, and so I did something wrong in the past, or oh no, what's going to happen in the future? And we forget and we don't know how to live in the present. And this is something that I learned in the book The Power of Now, and this book changed my life, changed my perspective a little bit, and helped me overcome so many obstacles and stay calm under so much pressure you couldn't even imagine. I was almost homeless a bunch of times, right, with almost no money and no income, and I was able to remain calm and composed thanks to living more in my body. And here's how you do it. There's 2 types of meditation that I really like about this. So it's either focus on your senses step by step, so you focus on what you see, you focus on what you hear, you focus on what you smell, you focus on what you taste, you focus on what you feel. And by going through your senses, you can do a guided meditation on YouTube. It's going to take you away from the brain, from the mind, more into your body, more into the present moment. That's one type, and then the other type is what's called an inner body meditation. And this one is literally just feeling. You sit there and you try to you scan your body from the inside. You feel your fingers, you feel your toes, you feel your shoulders, you feel your skin, you feel your neck, you feel your legs, you feel whatever you feel on your body. Again, takes your attention away from the thoughts, more into the body. And as you take your attention away from the thoughts, you put your attention into the now instead of the past or the future, where all this body is coming from. Lesson number 9 is to connect with people and hang out with people who are ahead of you. So figure out what you really want, and then find people who are already doing it, or who are at least a couple steps ahead of you, a couple of years, and try to hang out with them, try to talk to them, try to learn from them. And that's what's really going to allow you to go super fast and compress how one of my mentors says, decades into days. Like, imagine that somebody already spent 10 years of doing something and trying to figure something out, like working on their mindset, on their confidence, on their, communication and building a business, for example. And now you want to start, you don't know anything about what to do, but you can talk to this person for a weekend or for over a week, hang out with them for a bunch, ask them questions about what they did in the past 10 years, what worked, what didn't work, what to do, what to avoid. And you download the information that they already figured out, so then you don't have to waste your time trying to do it by yourself. And lesson number 10 is to really try to master communication. Try to master spoken word, try to master body language, and not just reading it, but also using it. Because in the end, everything in our world comes down to talking to people, to interacting with people. If you want to have a really good relationship, you have to talk to people. If you want to become rich, you have to talk to people and, again, exchange value for money. If you want to be of influence and you want to make a difference in the world, you have to do it through people. You have to get people to follow your vision, to follow your mission. And you only do that by communication. Imagine this. You might be the best programmer, the best software developer in the world. Your skill is at 12 out of 10. But your communication is at level 2. And you want to get hired as a software developer for this amazing company that you really like. And you go to the interview, and remember, your software development skills are at 12 out of 10, exceptional, but your communication is only at level 2. What do you think the interviewer is going to see you as? Well, 2. They're not going to really see your potential in that software skill and in the software department if you cannot communicate it well. So communication is super, super key, super, super important. And one bonus, special lesson that I almost invented, and it's kind of what you're already doing, but I want you to take it to the next level, and that is to learn to really use social media for your personal growth and benefits instead of just letting social media use you. Really hear me on this one. Use social media instead of just letting social media use you. And that's how you're going to be able to not just live a great life and be very, very happy, but that's what's going to help you create impact. Have absolutely wonderful life. Have an amazing life. Make impact, be fulfilled, travel the world, work from anywhere you want to, be your own boss. All these amazing things that you see on social media that you're always thinking, oh my God, I wish I could do that. Now you can. Alright. Let's do this. Remember that alone you are strong, but together we're unstoppable. And let's make the world a better place.